Mimi nauliza nyinyi, kama mko na shida na Wakikuyu, hamuko na shida na Wakikuyu kuliko sisi Wakalenjin.
Now, as you have heard, those are words from President William Ruto. And that is a video that dates back to some years ago. Now, let's get down and discuss this. This is a President of the Republic of Kenya claiming that nyinyi msidhani ya kwamba mna beef ama mna vita na Wakikuyu kuliko ambavyo sisi kama Wakalenjin tunavyo vita na Wakikuyu. Now, according to the title, you can see tunaongelea the data of President William Ruto against the Mt.Kenya billionaires. Wafanyakazi ambao ni wakubwa sana, we can say that they are among the backbone of the economy of the Republic of Kenya. Now, in the last 2 years since President William Ruto took over, the first year it was a very good year for President William Ruto and the Mt.Kenya people. They all sang praises unto the president. But the second year turned out to be one of the nightmare to the people of Mt.Kenya region. Now, I saw those people that are mostly rooted into the business and those that run conglomerates and multinational businesses in the country. Now, among the people that have faced the wrath of President William Ruto, and the reason why we are doing this video is direct, the way Direct Line Company, which is a company affiliated to billionaire SK Macharia, the owner of Royal Media Services, how it shut its operation just 2 years after President William, not 2 years, it shut down just after 1 year and a few months after President William Ruto took over as the President of the Republic of Kenya. And why am I saying this? That the government has a hand in whatever happened to Direct Line Insurance Company. Remember, this is a company that insured about 70% of the public service vehicles or matatus in our country, Kenya. So, SK Macharia's company, the Direct Line Insurance Company, was controlling the whole of the insurance company, the whole of the insurance business when it comes to the matters of vehicles. Now, in June, that was the first time that SK Macharia made it clear to the public that you know what, they are shutting down the Direct Line Insurance Company. Now, according to this article, the Kenyan Insurance Regulatory Authority, the IRA, suspended the closure of Direct Line Assurance Company a few hours after the company announced it had ceased operations. SK Macharia, chairman of the Royal Credit Limited, one of the Direct Line's the Direct Line's shareholders, announced in a statement that the company had stopped operations, dismissed all its employees, and dissolved its board of directors. SK Macharia's announcement came in the wake of the IRA's decision to close all Direct Line bank accounts. So he did not just shut down the company kwa sababu he wanted to. It's because the IRA, the Insurance Regulatory Authority, went ahead to shut down bank accounts that were linked to Direct Line Insurance Company. Are you getting that? You know, the company was facing difficulties following the embezzlement of 7 billion Kenyan shillings, which is equal to 53.7 million US dollars by its former directors, a problem that the authority had failed to resolve. Now, adequately, the regulatory responded by stating that the insurer was still operational and licensed and that only the IRA has the legal power to approve or suspend or cancel the operations of the insurance company doing business in the country. This means that the decision to close was not authorized by the said party, the IRA. Now look at this. President William Ruto, why we say that he was involved in this? Remember, SK Macharia was among the top financiers of Raila Amolo Odinga's 2022 campaigns. SK Macharia's, even his media stations, including Citizen TV, were called out by Ruto together with his allies during the campaign period for being biased and mostly hearing stories and promoting Raila Odinga and denying credit to William Ruto. Are we together? Now, when you look at this, after taking over as the President of the Republic of Kenya, that is when the business of the insurance business of Mr. S.K. Macharia started crumbling down. Just in a period of 2 years, the business found itself that, you know what, we are being told that we have a problem of 7 billion Kenyan shillings, which we cannot take care of. Now, S.K. Macharia, being a man that knows how politics is played in this country and how somebody who has a Vendeta plays their card in the government, he had no otherwise. And that is why he did not even shut down some branches of Direct Line Insurance. He went ahead to close it down completely, to leave the market. Now, when this market of insurance, which is a market that is a very huge market, but SK Macharia's Direct Line Insurance Company and taken over about 70% of it. So about 70%, about 10 vehicles, 10 matatus that you see on the road, 7 of them are insured by Direct Line Insurance Company. But right now, the company shut down its operations and closed down completely 3 months after the first statement that was issued by SK Macharia in June. It shut down its operations last month on 11th of September. Now, this left a vacuum, a very ripe market of insurance where other companies will have to take over the business of insuring vehicles in the country. And do you know that President William Ruto is the owner of Amaco Insurance Company? Amaco Insurance Company is an insurance company owned by President William Ruto, which is one of his most lucrative companies. So this company takes over the operations of insurance. So it pitches into the market of insuring public service vehicles, which is a market that SK Macharia had been kicked out. So it was a very strategic move. You cannot rule it out. Now, that is one of the businesses of SK Macharia, a business worth billions of shillings. That is not something that you can joke around with. Now, yesterday I saw an article that SK Macharia has been told also to go ahead and pay 400 million to the people that had invested in the said company. Are you getting the point? So which means, SK Macharia is one of the billionaires from the Mt.Kenya region. And we can say he is a son of the mountain that the Mt.Kenya people are so proud of. Yet, his businesses are being now haunted. The reason why they cannot take up on the royal media services is because Ruto has not invested in the media industry. And this is a market that is so biased on itself. So nobody makes it biased. People, they always choose to watch Citizen TV. They always choose to listen to Citizen Radio. So you cannot tell people on what to listen to. And you know what? He became wise and invested in this market where he expanded it to the local dialects and opened radio stations and TV stations in different languages. So that will be a market that it will be very hard for the government to tap into for the influence of with the influence of the president, because he does not have a company that can overtake that. Though he was an investor in the Media Max company, but it seems that President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta took over the ownership of the company and they paid back the shares. They forced William Ruto to sell his shares to them during the 2022 general election and the campaign period between 2018 to 2024. Now, let's go back to another billionaire that is currently also being axed out in the businesses by President William Ruto. The other day, we did a video in regards to a company called Starbucks Oil Company or Starbucks Petroleum Company. This is a company that has been operational mostly, it has based its operations in Uganda. But recently, since Ruto took over as the president of Kenya, it has expanded its operations in Kenya. The company is led by a board of directors who, about all of them, are Kalenjins, and it is said that Ruto is the owner of the company. I mean, he is the CEO of the company. So the company recently won the military tenders to supply petroleum to the military vehicles, and also to supply jet fuel to the military planes. Not only that, a few days ago it launched its aviation sector, where they will be concentrating on fueling, providing jet fuel and plane fuel in the country. So it is rumored that the said company, the Starbucks, which is owned by President William Ruto, was given the tender to supply jet fuel to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport planes. Tuko pamoja. So which means that is a market that Ruto also has dominated. Before Ruto came in to take over the jet fuel supply market, this market was dominated by none other than billionaire Humphrey Kariuki, who is a great friend to President William Ruto, and also was among the key funders, or the key people that funded the campaign of President William Ruto back from the year 2018 to 2022. And that is why Kariuki faced a lot of intimidation from Uhuru Kenyatta's government. Remember, his company and bank accounts were frozen. His companies, one of his companies in Thika, which was a distillery company involved in making liquor, was shut down. It remained closed until President William Ruto took over, but he helped reinstate the company. And the case against Humphrey Kariuki, which was a case of tax evasion, was thrown under the bus. But now, Kariuki was the one, through his Dalbit petroleum company, was supplying petrol and fuel to the military cars and military planes, and also to the JKIA planes, to the Kenya Airways planes. His company Dalbit was the one that was given that tender. But now it seems that this company has also been axed out. It is not now operational to supply in that big market. Now these, if you look at them, these are all billionaires based in the Mt.Kenya region. As if you go back and listen to that clip that I played as we started, that is a clip of a clear indication that Ruto has a bone to chew with the people of Mt.Kenya region, and how strategic can it be for you to deal with the region, if not by not dealing with its financial backbone. You know, the financial backbone of the Mt.Kenya region, it's billionaires and its richest people. Those are people like Humphrey Kariuki and SK Macharia. Now, the other man that I will also bring into this list is Jimmy Wanjigi. Vehicles have been trailing billionaire Jimmy Wanjigi for a very long time. The DCI have intimidated. Police, cars, and even internet jammers have been situated outside Jimmy Wanjigi's Muthaiga residence for the last 1 month and a few days. All these to try and intimidate Jimmy Wanjigi, because, you know, Jimmy Wanjigi is one of the most intelligent people in the Mt.Kenya, leaders in the Mt.Kenya region. Jimmy Wanjigi, remember, he himself funded Raila Odinga's politics. He also funded William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta's politics and also campaign back in the year 2013. He funded them. But there came a fallout in 2018 where Jimmy Wanjigi now shattered his relationship with them and decided, you know what, I am going to continue doing business on my own, and also I will go even seek the presidential seat. Now, William Ruto seems to be a man that is so scared of Jimmy Wanjigi, and that's why every time Jimmy Wanjigi wakes up, tries to even make a public appearance, there is a team of people that had directed and kept, who keep him on watch. They trail him everywhere he goes. You get that? Remember, Jimmy Wanjigi was one of the billionaires. He is one of the billionaires in the Mt.Kenya region. This man has done businesses with four government. The government of the late President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. That was when he was a very young man. He was a mentee of the late Kennedy Matiba in politics and even in business. Not only that, Jimmy Wanjigi did business with the government of Mwai Kibaki. He did business with government of President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And it is said that Jimmy Wanjigi was the man to be awarded the tender to build the standard gauge railway. And that became the tender that led to his fallout with the Uhuru Ruto government. Now, come at this time. This man has a lot of money, but his companies are not a matter of public. His properties are not disclosed to the public. So it becomes so hard for William Ruto to take on him business-wise. And it is rumored that Jimmy Wanjigi has concentrated in investment in foreign countries. It is said that Wanjigi has invested mostly in foreign countries. So it is so hard for them to finish his businesses, but they can deal with him by harassing him physically, arresting him, putting cases on him and all that. And you have seen the game, how it is being played. Should I remind you that Jimmy Wanjigi, it's rumored that he was among the masterminds of the Goldenberg scandal, the Anglo-leashing scandals. He was a close ally to the special branch, which was the then DCI and CID director. He was his great friend. And together they did a lot of businesses. Jimmy Wanjigi was also a close friend and a business associate to late John Saitoti. To late Professor John Saitoti, I mean. So you understand why this is happening. This means when these people who are the backbone of this region, once they cannot be able to contribute or fund other politicians to rise or come up in the Mt.Kenya region, it becomes a benefit to William Ruto. Now, when you look at it, Gachagua has been a man that has been always situated in the Mt.Kenya region. So it wouldn't be wrong if we even attribute the problems that he is facing right now to his disagreement on the way Ruto has been dealing or awarding tenders in the government and mostly leaving out the people from the Mt.Kenya region. It is not about politics or anything. Here I can say it's about business. Cripple that side, make this side rich, and we will dominate the political scene for years, we as the people from this region. Are you getting the point? Somebody said, the late Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi told the people of the Republic of Kenya that he will rule this country for 100 years. Now, yes, Moi ruled for 24 years. He left power and died. But Ruto was a mentee in politics by Moi. Ruto was taught politics by Moi. So it is not a mistake that we say Moi is still ruling this country through his proxies. And it will continue like that. Yeah, I leave it there. All I can tell, I can ask of you is to make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, share our videos, leave a comment to note with the link on our analysis. Yes, and remember, our analysis are always right. Not that we are prophet or something, but we always come up. You always come up to find that whatever we said has materialized or has come to pass. What is your take? Leave your comment on the comment section. Let's link up in our next video. Don't you forget that this is Celeb Corner KE, and the year we bring to you both entertainment, politics, and even gossip that surrounds our whole country, and not only our country, we also cross the borders to other countries all over the world. Please, adios to everybody watching this video. I love you all and thank you for being loyal supporters to our channel.